Hi guys and welcome back to Scribe Gaming. I'm your man Scribe and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Alrighty, so we just had a very brief puzzle here from the people at CG and we have gotten through it and we know now that the next kit to be revealed is Wrecker. Let's get into it. Okay then, let me just move myself ever so slightly and get rid of this bar overlay just one moment, so we can look at this in all its glory. Alright, so here we have Wrecker as the third addition to the Bad Batch, and he's looking pretty sick. Let's take a quick look. Light side tank, Bad Batch, Clone Trooper and Galactic Republic. A steadfast tank for Clone Troopers and Bad Batch allies. Gains Fury, which can turn into Furious. Sounds like courage. Empowering Wrecker's ability with additional effects. Removes stealth from enemies, aids clones with protection, recovery, and turn meter. It sounds like good use for a GG counter. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. The Cavalry. I love how big Wrecker is. Look how giant he is compared to the rest of the clones. So, final text. Deal physical damage. Let me get rid of this these little info labels real quick. Sorry about that, guys. Apologies. So, final text. Deal physical damage to target enemy. If the target enemy was target locked, inflict speed down for 2 turns. Now, we already know that Tech inflicts target lock on his basic, so here's a little bit more synergy for these Bad Batch allies. Furious. If he's got Furious, he attacks again. That's pretty sick. Double tapping is always good. I hate that word. Special ability. Final text. Clone Trooper allies recover protection equal to 5% of Wrecker's max protection. Wrecker gains 1 Fury for each stealthed character. Now the stealthed characters will have interactions with Hunter, of course, who can stealth the entirety of the Bad Batch. Then dispels stealth from all enemies, apologies. So dispelling stealth from all the enemies will be very useful, of course, against GG comps. Has some mild use against the likes of Dooku, Newt, that sort of thing. If he has Furious, Bad Batch allies also recover protection equal to 20% of Wrecker's max protection. Bad Batch allies gain 10% turn meter for each character who is stealthed. That's really good. That is a lot of turn meter and a lot of protection recovery. Now we already know that Tech recovers a lot of health. Now we've got this guy recovering protection. Wrecking Ball. That's such a cool animation. Look at that for an animation. Spawns a B1 out of nowhere and just starts beating people up with it. That's great. Cooldown of 3. Final text. Deal physical damage to all enemies. Gain taunt for 2 turns. All Clone Trooper allies gain defense up, which we knew previously we did require some synergy for, and tenacity up. I believe it's for the true damage effect from Hunter's ability, I believe. And if he's got Furious, he inflicts stun on all enemies for 2 turns. Wow. Okay. This is good. Unique 1. Zeta. Dauntless Commando. Final text. At the start of battle, Wrecker gains 20% max health and max protection for each other Bad Batch ally. So he's going to gain 80% max health and protection. That's like GL level. That's like R8 GL level. Wrecker gains 1 stack of Fury for each Clone Trooper and Bad Batch ally. So if they're a clone and Bad Batch, is he gaining, 8? Whenever Wrecker gains stealth, he dispels it and gains taunt for 1 turn. Throw back to Juhani, what a great character she was. Whenever Wrecker takes damage from an enemy, he gains 1 stack of Fury. At 10 stacks, he loses all stacks of Fury and gains Furious for 2 turns, which cannot be copied, dispelled, or prevented. When Wrecker gains Furious, he gains taunt for 1 turn. Furious. Abilities gain additional effects, can't gain Fury. Okay, so whilst he has Furious for those 2 turns, which is undispellable, he can't gain additional stacks of Fury. He needs 10 stacks of Fury in order to get Furious. Now, kind of makes sense. So I'm trying to think of the synergies here. From the start of the turn, he's going to be gaining most likely 8 stacks, if I'm reading this correctly, if he's gaining 1 Fury for each it doesn't say other, actually, so he should start with it. If you've got a full team of Bad Batch, I know there's only 4 announced so far, it doesn't say each other ally, it says each ally. So that usually under the naming conventions and wording conventions of CG's kits, that means he himself will count as both a Clone Trooper and a Bad Batch ally. Now, that is most likely meaning we're going to get 4. If we do get a 5th Bad Batch, which is highly likely, he could start with Furious, basically, for 2 turns. His only other source of gaining Fury was up here somewhere. Where was it? There we go. So it's on his special, which is a cooldown of 2, which recovers the allies' protection, and he gains 1 Fury for each stealth character, then dispels stealth from all enemies. Now, we know that Hunter is the one that can stealth the entire team, so we need to have Hunter stealth twice, essentially, if you've got a full team of Bad Batch, and for Wrecker to use this ability twice in those turns. And then we'd get another stack of Furious, and Furious does make a big difference to his abilities here. You can see that gaining 20% of Wrecker's max protection is huge, and the TM boost is also pretty amazing for those Bad Batch. Now, when you tie this in with all of the rest of those Bad Batch allies, it does look like this character is actually going to be pretty good, and the Bad Batch faction themselves are actually shaping up to be something pretty special. Now, I can't wait to see what the last character they announce is going to be, but of course, we are going to have to wait until the 4th of May for that to come about. Now, take to the comment section down below, guys. I want to know what your thoughts are. How do you think that the Bad Batch is shaping up to be? Do you think it's going to be a really top tier unit? Who do you think is going to be 4th and potentially a 5th character? I'd love to hear it. Now, in the links in the description down below, you will find links to all my social media, my Twitch, my Twitter, my Discord. Please do come join me, come watch me on Twitch. We'll have a chat about GAC, we'll do a load of fun things. It'll be good times. But until the next time, guys, peace out.
Just giving a quick shout out to my patrons. I appreciate each and every single one of you, and without your support, I wouldn't be doing this today. Thanks so much.